And welcome back into the Bettor Half Hour, my favorite segment where we bring you veterans in the sports betting space from all over the country. You've seen them on this show. You've seen them on the Betting Exchange. Host of the Arash Markazi Show. Arash, great to be with you again, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's get in with your Southern California veteran mind here to Thursday Night Football. So the Chiefs have dominated the Chargers at LA, undefeated at SoFi. They've won 6 on the road against them. How do you factor that into Thursday night's matchup?
I think it's huge. I mean, listen, teams are comfortable playing at SoFi. Why? Because there's a lot of opposing fans here. And Alex, you know this Chargers crowd, there's going to be a lot of Chiefs fans at the game Thursday night. It's going to feel like a home game for the Chiefs. So they're comfortable. They've won 6 in a row. They're not coming here for one game at SoFi Stadium, Alex. They are trying to come back here in February for the Super Bowl, which is right here at SoFi Stadium.
Without question. So if you're going to play the other side, though, if there's a world where you like the Chargers, do you recommend firing on them to win the AFC West? Right now, they're around plus 190 to take the division.
I love a flyer bet on the Chargers right now because, again, the way Justin Herbert's playing, the way that the Chargers are playing, if they win this game, Alex, they are tied for the division lead. They have the tiebreaker, right, because they beat the Chiefs, so they would have won the season series, and I like them to win the rest of the game. So if the Chargers can find a way to win Thursday, and it won't be easy, I like the Chargers to win the division.
And let's shift over to the actual owners of the building, the LA Rams, coming off a huge win in Arizona where they've been dominant against them, 8 of their last 9. How do you feel about them now? Just one game back in the NFC West. You're getting even better odds than the Chargers in the AFC West. How do you feel about taking maybe a flyer on them?
I don't like that flyer. Here's the thing. That was a big win for the Rams. That was sort of like a must-win game. They had lost 3 or 4 games, 3 straight games against contending teams. The problem here is they are still a game back. And then not only that, in the division, they are a game and a half back. So I really don't like the Rams to win the division. Plus, they got to go up against San Francisco at the end of the season. And Sean McVay, as great as he has been, has not proven he can beat Kyle Shanahan.
I know, Shanahan owning that rivalry in division for sure. All right, so let's shift to same town, different sport, college football. You got to give me the temperature in the room, Arash, of what it's been like since Lincoln Riley announced he's coming to USC. Some are saying USC football's all the way back. Looking ahead to next year, are they a lock to win the Pac-12 and maybe even further?
Now, listen, I'm a huge homer. I went to USC. I taught at USC. I love USC. You're not going to go from 4-8, last in the Pac-12 in recruiting, to winning the conference. That being said, Alex, he has totally flipped the script here in Los Angeles. They are getting all the best recruits, all the kids from Southern California who were leaving town. They're staying home again. So, again, they're not going to win the conference next year. That's too quick of a turnaround. 2 years from now, they will win the conference, they will win the Pac-12, and they might even be in the college football playoff.
Well, I love to hear that. Hey, college football is better when USC is thriving. That is a fact from the fandom and the history there. Okay, let's talk about the AFC here, Arash. Right now, in terms of the 1 seed, the Patriots are plus 125. I'm blown away even saying that out loud to you. To be the 1 seed, Titans are second, Chiefs at around plus 300, even though they're the favorite to win the AFC. Talking strictly 1 seed with a tough game going against the Colts here. Do you think that the Patriots are a lock there? Would you recommend firing on that?
I don't think so, because here's the thing. This Thursday night game is so huge for so many teams, but if the Chiefs find a way to win this one, and I know so many people are thinking, listen, they've won 6 in a row, they got to lose at some point. Says who? Listen, if the Chiefs win Thursday night, I like them to run the table. I like them to get that number 1 seed. And again, this game Thursday night will tell me not only who's going to win the division, but perhaps who's going to be the number 1 seed.
Jumping back to that Thursday night real quick, do you have any insight on, it sounds like Keenan Allen's good to go. I know Derwin James is questionable. Same thing with Eckler. I've seen this line move all the way to Chargers +4. Now it's around 3. Do you have any thoughts on the injuries with the Chargers?
Yeah, because so much has happened here in Los Angeles, like as it pertains to COVID-19. For example, the Rams shut down their facility. They have 11 players on the COVID list right now. So thankfully, the Chargers were in a tough spot. They are improving. Listen, if they're fully healthy, again, I kind of like that flyer bet. I like the Chargers, only a 3-point spread right now. The Chargers are in good position, but Alex, I need to tell you, like, things are changing all the time. You check your phone, you check the TV, new test positive comes up, new player. You go to that Rams game, like hours before the game, multiple Rams players get knocked out. It's crazy right now.
All right, let's get you out of here with this. Now back to the NFC. Tom Brady, leader for MVPs, leading the Bucs right now. They are the favorite by a little over the Packers. I think it's around +115 to +140-ish. I know lines are moving, of course, on that. Do you think that it's the Bucs 1 seed to lose? Would you consider maybe taking the Packers, or is it going to be going through Raymond James for the NFC?
I like Tampa Bay here, and I think you bring up a great point. I do think it's between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Packers, but this is why Tampa Bay brought back the entire team. This is a Super Bowl team. They've had their struggles during the course of the season, but December and January, this is when this team comes together. Give me Tom Brady, give me Rob Gronkowski, give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to lock up that #1 seed.
I love it, Arash. Always bringing the knowledge. Appreciate you joining us. And hey, if it's not too late, send us some vitamin D from Southern California for the holidays. We can use it over here in New York. When I return, we're talking about bowl games because bowl season start and a little soccer, football with a U. Don't go anywhere here on the Bettor Half Hour.